Hello, everybody, and welcome to RollPlay Live, Court of Swords edition. Thanks for sticking around. Sorry about the delay. We had a couple of audio issues to work out, but we are ready to roll now. We're going to be playing some 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons today. I will be the dungeon master of this little masquerade, and I'm joined, as always, by my cast. To my right,
Hi,
Max
we're to the
and
right.
Sean.
Hi. Hi, hello. How many times have we died together combined? So I've died once and almost twice.
Yeah, I've died in total on this campaign, twice?
Twice?
I think. On Court of Swords.
So, yeah.
5 lives total among the two of us, and it's good to possibly be here to die today.
We'll see.
I was a little happy, though, that the guy who talked like this all the time died.
Yeah. 8 hours of that would have been rough.
Yeah, no.
It's a good thing we have 8 hours of this to look forward to.
I'm looking forward to it, personally.
Yeah.
On the living side of the table, people who are good at Dungeons & Dragons, how are y'all doing?
I mean,
Well, you know, the
Wow.
dice have been
Good.
kind so far. You
yeah.
know?
We're kind of,
We'll see.
I just realized that that's kind of we're the healing side of the group.
Yeah, we keep everyone alive.
Yeah. And that is the side that dies.
You guys have died, too.
That is the side that dies. a lot.
The way I remember it, yes,
Yeah.
that's definitely how that
Yeah.
works.
So,
He died first out of our last characters.
I did.
And then, yeah, it caused us all to
And
go
then I-
back for him and kill him.
And then
now
I
we're dead.
killed
That's
you
true.
as a shadow.
He did, yeah.
that's true. So maybe he's the best one here because he killed a player.
As a ghost, as a spectral form,
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Well, let's talk about your living characters now, because past being what it is, bygones being bygones. Let's get introduced to the characters.
I got a black screen I can't get rid of. Stand by! I don't know where this came from. Sorry, chat.
Look, it's this side of the table.
hey, it's the good side.
Oh,
No,
this side
get off of
died.
our side.
No. Oh, God. Oh,
off of our
Jesus.
side.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Get off of our side.
I have no idea how to get on this game. Stand by.
Oh my God, this is very avant-garde.
Wow.
This is the scene where you talk about some dark, terrible feeling you're experiencing, and the fact that you
So
feel
fellows.
you feel boxed in. Yeah.
There we are.
Hey!
Holy shit.
The darkness has been lifted. The
Casted
curse.
darkness.
Oh my
It's
God,
done.
we
Yeah. But we've got spell effects and everything.
dude,
It's
we're
fantastic.
calling
No.
Scoots Falcor from here on out, man. That was sick.
All right, so yeah, let's talk about the characters, because there is a chance that there are people tuning in for the first time who are not familiar with the bloody past of this party. So why don't we start with Max? Tell us about your character, Max.
My character is Berg. Camera 1. My character is Berg. He's a simple man, a half-orc actually. He's kind of dumb, but lovable all the same. He talks like this. He's a man of few words and even fewer thoughts. He's coming out with his own Berg. What was it? Like Berg's thoughts and other poems or something like that.
Right.
Something
Something
like,
like
like a fan art. But yeah, he's pretty fun, and he's like a big, fierce warrior, kind of your typical like block-headed fighter. Yeah, so he is.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So recently we added a new member to the party who forced us to take a hard right turn on the narrative, which I'm very excited about. Tell us a little bit about Personagetron Torbisher, if you will.
So my character was a total douchebag by the name of Zawaz Wazaz, and I died in 2 hours, real fast. And we were live, we were on air, and I want to do as quickly as possible and get back to playing because character creation normally takes a while. So we birthed Personagetron Torbisher via nothing but random rolls, and as you can see, pretty good stats. I'm a young, naive gnome. I was a hero in the Gnomish Wars. I hate the Stone King.
And I have a high-pitched voice like this, because this is what was available at the time.
And then Adam said, and what's your character's name? And this Personagetron Torbisher sort of fell out of my mouth. And I'm really excited to be here. I'm still alive, and I finally have a light crossbow, which means I can shoot without penalty.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, because I used to have a giant bow.
Giant-
It's like, oh, Jesus! You know, trying to shoot
I
it.
imagine you like pulling it back with your legs, your little tiny legs.
Hero of the Gnomish Wars, Personagetron Torbisher.
Yeah.
Yeah. The spiritual center of the party, of course, your second cleric, Dan. Can you tell us a little bit about the charming Ramus Krill?
I play Ramus Krill, who is not your typical cleric, for he is motivated by the glory and attention of being a cleric of the sun more than the helping of people, which is how it's supposed to be. He's a very greedy man that loves things that are shiny and bright, and why he was drawn towards the sun, because it's just the symbol of brightness. And it gets him into lots of trouble. But we love him for that.
Some of us do.
Some of us do.
Some of us do.
Sometimes you just piss off the gods, and we have to fight a bunch of extra mobs. So,
It happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, last and perhaps least, the smelliest member of the party.
That's true.
Gideon the Druid. Tell us about your character, JP.
Yeah, so I smell because I carry around a bag of shit to heal people. I play a druid named Gideon, who was... we didn't really talk about the story of the party, but everyone's basically a prisoner, or the three of us are. We found him out in the woods. But I was in prison because someone in the Court of Swords attacked the town, or decided to attack someone in my town. I got really upset and killed that guard, and thus they threw me in prison. And I guess I'm kind of the normal guy here in the world of just crazy nonsense, especially this party. So I'm the healer of the group, the tank of the group.
The guy who can turn into animals and uses poop to heal is the normal.
I mean, that's the normal guy.
Yeah,
it's
just down to earth. Really.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm the druid, so I'll be playing a bunch of different animals today, and maybe talking in some of the voices. I don't know. We'll see.
What's the voice of your character?
It's just me.
He hasn't had one, right?
I don't have a voice.
Have you ever used a voice for a character?
Yes.
Yeah, he has.
I've been on so many roleplay shows that I'm out of voices, and so I haven't learned a new one.
I guess I can get that, because I've already gone
this
through
is
like
probably
a few
my
of them.
30th character across the roleplay shows.
Yeah.
So.
Part of me, like, the challenge is to do voice, but over 30 characters, yeah, I mean, I probably would still try to do it just because it sounds like an interesting challenge, but even, I've already gone through, like, Velimir, Wester, and now Berg.
Wesker was a great... How did Wesker die, Max?
What was
How did Wesker... His name wasn't Wesker, okay?
Lester?
It was Wester.
Wesker.
He got his neck stepped on by you. He was such a cool character,
Stepped on
Yeah.
by the man of 29 voices.
I loved
true.
loved Wester's voice. It was great.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Wester.
Rip.
He was better than us all. Well, this is what we're left with. We have Berg instead, and that's fine, I suppose. So yeah, like you were saying, let's talk about the current situation that the players are in. So, you know, the kind of ongoing narrative of sort of season 2 is that the three of you are so Berg, Ramus, and Gideon. You're prisoners of the Court of Swords, one of the 4 great kingdoms of mankind in this world. And the Court of Swords is sort of the most militant of all the kingdoms, the most sort of expansionist, and they've got a kind of program going where they pull promising criminals, enterprising criminals from their penal system, and give them the opportunity to make it good. And we've been focused on an area of the world called the Shulin Valley, which is the border between the Court of Swords and the Court of Coins. And all of the courts functionally operate as sort of one allied entity, but there are areas of the world where they come into conflict, and the Shulin Valley is one of those. It's a we haven't really delved too much into why the 2 courts are so interested in it, but we're starting, I think, to see that there's more than just the humans that want to colonize this area. So you've been working for the Court of Swords. You have a handler, a greasy man by the name of Kukrit, who's been giving you orders. And until recently, he's had basically complete control over you. If you cross him, he can cause you great pain, as Janice learned in a former episode before he was snapped at the neck.
Yeah, that's true.
However, something has changed of late in that you have a member of your party now who's free of Kukrit's control. Gideon, having recently gotten loose of his bracer, the symbol of the Court of Swords, control over you, and in its place you have a somewhat malfunctioning ring of control that you can use to inflict harm on these 2.
Yeah. If they get too close to me, it'll take some damage.
Yeah, and if they try to attack you or get close to you, they're injured as well. But it seems to be fusing itself to your hand, causing you some discomfort. So before you met Personagetron, your previous quest, I like how you can't keep a straight face while I say your character's name.
I just remember how we met.
So in your previous quest for Kukrit, he sent you to find a Court of Coins, like a dissident, someone who had discovered a magical weapon and was planning to use it against the Court of Swords, a monk by the name of Azure Vortex, who lived in seclusion in a swamp in the lowlands of the Shulin Valley. And you found her as well as some amphibian friends of hers, and interrupted a battle, and that's where Personagetron came in.
I got licked by a giant toad, if I remember.
Many
Yeah.
times, yes.
Yeah. I got
Without consent.
Tongued without consent.
Tongues without consent. Yeah.
Giant toads
Berg
are
does
not,
not approve of
they're
that
not
at
good
all.
at asking permission. So, in what was an uncharacteristically non-murder hobo-y situation, you didn't kill Azure Vortex, though you could have, and she's been traveling with you. You have her artifact. You have the orb that she was carrying. I think Ramus, you have it right now. And you were setting up camp for the night to rest from your frog licking situation.
Berg contemplating things and just trying to stay clean.
Yeah, we were all having a great night and
Feeling good.
And
then
then-
decided to go forage for food.
Yeah, Snidge just wanted little Snidge just wanted to feed everybody.
Little Snidgy.
And and ended up finding both a strange artifact of these entities that we were actually only now seeing for the first time. The pyramid. It's at the bottom of this pit that you dug to dig it up. And right when we last saw the characters, I believe Gideon. It was Gideon and Persnidotron that were down in the pit. You had this
True.
golden pyramid that was opening up and
I'm a
emitting
badger, by
this light. Oh yeah, you're in badger form.
I'm a
that's
badger right now.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because
you
of the digging.
Straight up went in.
Of course.
Yeah,
We made
yeah.
you pantomime the digging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the three of you, Berg, Azure Vortex, and Ramus, you were interrupted by a golden armored figure emerging from the woods. Just to give you a quick reminder, he's about 8 feet tall, quite wide shoulder, armored head to toe. You can't see any flesh in this encasing. Made mostly of gold and some kind of crystals. A big sort of shell on the back, and the whole thing reminiscent of a kind of insect humanoid shape hybrid.
Okay.
And the immediate connection you made was between the construct beetles that you'd been finding,
Right.
and the armor of this.
And if I remember
this
correctly,
creature.
somebody hates constructs here.
Yes.
They're actually deeply upsetting.
I believe you vomited
Yeah.
when you discovered the beetle.
High pitched.
Yeah. No.
Damn, love that.
So the creature, right? Like we get this moment of you have the bushes rustling and the mechanical sort of armored creature emerging out into the area where you are and spotting the group of you, and you have an opportunity to do something. You can flee. You can attempt to parlay, but the thing is walking towards you. Let's see how far you are from it. I think you're like 100 feet at closest.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah.
Where are we? Where are we here?
We're over here.
Yeah.
That's us. And this is the thing.
That's the thing.
Oh, there it is.
There he is
Okay.
up there. So he's just kind of like emerging from the bushes, and and so you've got 100 feet on him. You can. It's not good conversational distance, but you could shout to it. He so far probably isn't aware of the two that are in the pit, because from here he can only see the surface of the pit, and there's like a dim light. I mean, if you put the pyramid down there, then he's aware of
Berg's
it.
over here by Azure Vortex.
But yeah, he can definitely see Vortex, Berg, and Ramus. So what do you?
So the ones
what
in the
do you
pit
do?
even have, as far as like Berg's concerned, the ones in the pit can't see him, right?
No, the pit's like 10 feet deep, I think.
And I'm less than 10 feet tall.
And I'm
Definitely.
a badger. So
You're a badger. You can't speak unless you
You're over here.
change shape.
This is a Snidge.
This is me.
No,
This me.
Snidge is down in the
We're-
pit.
We're both in there.
Yeah.
I guess very quietly Berg would look to the others in the pit and like try to like kind of just motion, be like, "There's something approaching."
Okay.
I stopped digging.
I guess I would ask Azure Vortex, have you seen this creature around here before since you live here?
She's staring at it in terror. Like she's like eyes wide. You can see that she's trying not to appear afraid, but she's not having a very easy time of it.
What is it? What do you see?
It's a construct.
Did you see a giant gold armored person when you were here last?
That's it?
Yeah.
That's him, he's back?
I dropped the shovel. I had a shovel.
It hits me on the head.
Okay.
Then what? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm
What are
looking
you
up the stats of my badger. Because I'm in badger form right now. I mean, I'm just kind of hanging out.
looking up the stats of my badger.
Well, you got to know what your badger claws are good for.
Yeah.
Jesus, this thing looks terrifying.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so there's a closer up view. if
It
you
literally
wanna
looks
have
like
look at
a
him.
like a Dwemer fucking.
Yeah, he's a big golden warrior, and he just comes striding
Has
out
the
of
sword and a shield as well.
No, so he has them. He's not wielding them right now. There's a big and he's quite tall and broad, and so this sword is you couldn't even lift it probably, but it would take a normal man like 2 hands to wield. It's like a big curved blade. He's got a shield, but it's on his back. It's part of his armor. So he's just walking out, and you can see he's got these sort of sapphire, like optical sort of sensors on the front of his helmet, and he's just like looking back and forth, taking a view of the area.
So in my mind, immediately reasoning with this thing's probably out the window because it's just some sort of like.
Well, so I can tell you, and I think I maybe mentioned this before. You know right away just by looking at it. You can tell whether it's a construct or not because you don't feel that like revulsion in the pit of your stomach. Like it seems to move similarly, but there's something organic about it. You can tell that it's not a construct. There's something in there that's organic.
So I've crawled up to the top of the pit because I can
peering
see it,
around,
and I'm looking around. Are there any of the blue beetles flying around?
Make a perception check for me.
All right.
Here, let's. Over here.
All right. All right. Here we go. I brought my own dice, JP. Take your dice
All
away.
right. This is Max's dice.
Yeah, it's my hot one.
There you go, Max. Enjoy that die. All right. Okay.
So what are you adding to this roll? What's your perception skill?
My perception skill I'm going to use is, I guess, investigation.
Be perception just in
perception.
this case because you're not actually like scoping the scene out. You're just like taking a look around.
Should be right below investigation.
Where is it?
Right below investigation. There.
Oh, there it is. Perception. Okay.
I know that the Gnomish
+1.
the Gnomish alphabet is arranged differently than the human alphabet.
Oh
but
yes,
they're in order for me.
It is the same character
to
sheet
set-
as before.
yeah.
I just couldn't find. I was panicking. That was a real performance for me. Okay. +1.
All right,
First
go ahead.
roll of the game. Very important roll here.
Very
Just
important
Set
roll.
the tone for the next 8 hours.
Now,
Don't
as-
fuck this up.
As the luckiest person at this entire table, I trust that we will in fact roll an 11.
That's
Plus-
not horrible.
That's fine.
Plus what?
Plus
Plus-
1.
plus 1?
12.
Okay,
12.
Okay.
12.
So with a
Medium
10, it's
perception.
usually the way these are tiered. It's right. It's like 10, 15, 20. Like you go up in chunks. So with you got better than 10. You don't see any of the beetles like around. Right. You don't see them like crawling on the wood. You don't see them. But there's evidence of their having been there. You see like the sort of chew marks on the bark. But none in the current present.
So I'm peering over the edge, and I look at this being, and I go,
That's no construct. I'd recognize one if I'd see it. There's something underneath that. It's wearing armor.
they take me seriously.
Do they?
Snitchatron, what is in that thing down there that's glowing?
I don't know. What's in that thing over there that's wearing armor?
Quick, check it before while we have time.
By the way, this thing's moving.
Yeah, like we need
We don't have much
to look in the device, then we
All
should
right.
probably run.
I turn around, and would it be another perception check?
You can just take a look at it. You can roll Arcana if you want to figure out what it is.
Okay.
So, just as a man of crazy ideas, could I dig a hole for all of us to escape into further away? I burrow at 10 feet, a movement.
So 10 feet per round? I mean, that's not much. It would be a very
But
slow
what
tunneling.
if I went up and down?
We don't know the intelligence of this thing. Like,
Well, it's got. Oh yeah.
we just don't know its intelligence level. It's like,
Yeah,
We
all
just
we
know
know
it's there.
You can certainly begin digging a tunnel, but at 10 feet, I mean, that's
It just
5
sets the
rounds
tunnel on
from.
fire.
If it walks real slow towards you, you won't get far. And then you'll be trapped at the end of a tunnel if it comes down there. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just
Shit.
saying,
What are you guys saying?
I think I should roll for Arcana to figure out what this giant pyramid of light is behind.
It will take you a moment. Like the thing will continue. Actually, you know what? Let's stop with all the foo-foo. Let's roll initiative.
Okay.
And then we
God
can
damn
figure out
it.
what everybody's
All right.
doing at
I was
any
just waiting
given
for him
time.
to say it.
All right.
It's not. I'm not indicating this isn't one of those like let's roll initiative because there's going to be a fight things. This is a let's roll initiative so we can keep track of who's going when.
going
All
where,
right,
yeah,
Sean,
okay.
you go first.
Is the luckiest man at the table. Let's just go ahead and roll a solid 18.
Right. So
Not
you're
bad.
adding. You've
Not
got a
bad.
bonus to that as well. So don't forget to add that.
What's your initiative?
I'll roll for.
Yep. 3.
All right. I'm gonna roll.
I just realized you can do sound effects with this thing. Like
I got
the wind
a
howls.
13. Why don't you guys
You know what I
take
mean?
it down there at the end of the
Like
table?
the wind howls.
Roll your initiative.
All right, it's not as good as I thought
The
it would be.
wobbliest wind. It's a windy day.
Rolling for initiative. 18. 19 plus 2, 20.
All right.
Jeez. Nice
Me.
roll.
What did you get for your initiative?
21.
Nice. Okay.
That is a
and then
9 plus
Ramus?
1 with a 10. Could have been
What did you
worse.
20.
20. Okay.
And see, I have that initial initiative.
Max, what'd you get?
Max.
I got a 10. Also, I feel like a hand model when I do this.
Got a 10.
Scoots on
Enough of that.
So Gideon,
Get your hands out of
Not
there.
on my production.
Okay. All right. So that means that Personagetron, you have an opportunity to go first. What would you like to do?
You gotta do that Arcana check?
All right, so I'm so full of adrenaline because it's the same beast that I saw before.
Yeah, he's followed you here.
Yeah, and I see that he's a good distance away. Well, probably not for you, Adam. You're probably gonna figure out how to kill me on the first turn. But I'm turn around and I look and I say,
Wait, I think I might know what this pyramid is.
but I'm not sure because when I roll an Arcana, I think I should have +1 Arcana.
It's
Some kind of a tetrafusion.
Fuck.
You rolled a big old
You rolled a 4. You rolled a
Big
4.
big old 4.
Check it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
right.
There it is. You didn't have to show it. You could have just gone back to my face. And
So
you
we
could have just shown my
we
sadness.
get a tight shot of Personagetron's face as you look into the teal glow from the thing, and you're dazzled by it. All you can see is just this bluish light, kind of like coming from it. You can't even see the object anymore, just the glow of the thing.
Shit.
So Ramus, what would you like to do?
I just,
I think Ramus will try to shout at it and see if it responds.
Okay.
Hello, do you speak is it common? Is the name?
Common is it's the trade tongue of the human kingdoms.
Do you speak common?
So we cut over to the thing, and it turns its head, kind of with like a hiss towards you, and it's got these big like kind of pointy shoulder pad things, and they kind of open up. And there's that same teal glow from underneath, and there's like a venting of like steam or something, some vapor comes out of them, and it looks at you, and it says something in this like discordant kind of sound, and yeah, it doesn't. It responds, but not in a language you understand.
Hiss at it. This is how it
Can
speaks.
any of us understand it?
What languages does everybody speak?
I was just going to look. Common, Orc, Goblin,
You don't
Common and
understand
Druidic.
and Dwemer.
it. No, you don't understand.
Dwarvish and Elvish.
dude, I don't remember. I
Wow,
randomly
wow.
rolled an extra language that I spoke.
So
Does it look like it's
Unlikely.
being like
Ramus
intimidating?
Ramus, you actually understand it.
Oh shit.
You do?
Oh.
So I'm
it Dwarven?
curious. No, it speaks to you in Elvish.
You speak Elvish?
So that's my question. So where did you learn to speak the language of these strange creatures?
There's in the monastery of the Sun, Clerics of the Sun, there are lots of ancient texts that are just there. That a lot of people don't know exactly what they are, where they come from. Like it's like an archaeology section.
Ah, cool.
And he spent a lot of time there, just going over these ancient runes and trying to just because he's fascinated by this kind of stuff. He found it very pretty. He likes things that are pretty. And,
Right.
And the language is very pretty itself. And so just somehow he was drawn to that.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so you this is the first time you, or maybe like you'd be hard pressed to find anyone else who's ever heard this language spoken. So it takes you a second. You're like, I understood that, and then you piece it together. You're like, oh, it's speaking Elvish, and you immediately like clue in. You've seen this suit before, albeit in a sort of stylized primitive form. In one of these like ancient scrolls, there's a tribe of sort of pre-court humans who were supposedly wiped out by these elves in eons past. And you remember a sort of hieroglyphic like panel of one of them, with its hand out and this sort of like beam of light like knocking down towers and like destroying a city. And so you recognize, you're like, oh, I've seen one of these before. And what it says to you in Elvish is, it just says, go.
All right, it's telling us we need to leave, so I think we should take its advice.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
You-
so
what
that's
is a badge? What sounds does a badger make?
Ramus.
Wait,
Ramus,
this
if
is a
you
chance.
Ramus, if you wanna move,
I wanna hear what you think
can,
about
you can
this.
Yeah,
still,
that's what I wanna
you can still
know.
do that.
Yeah, I will move
Is this the 30th voice?
behind here between me and the creature.
Okay. So you want to move like back away?
or, like just
Basically, put myself
Like
hole
in the back
between me
corner.
and the creature.
Oh, okay. I see. So over here.
Thanks.
Okay. Cool. All right. So Ramus, you back off, get the hole between you, and then that means that it is the elf's turn. It continues forward. So
Oh no.
It just said go though. Maybe he's a fan of the board game or something. He's just hanging out.
Go forth
And it didn't chase you down after you saw it.
and
so.
investigate.
But it's
Okay.
probably pissed because we're standing on its temple.
So it gets to gets about there. Let's check the range. Okay. All right. So it gets to about there.
And it throws a lamp.
It throws a lantern at you.
Holy shit, it's
Really
attacking.
heavy.
Oh my
It's
god.
Really heavy.
So it just walks over kind of in a straight line, turns, and it puts its hand out and points it towards Azure Vortex. And you can see like on its palm a metallic iris like opens up, and a beam of light, like that teal light that's coming out of the pyramid, like leaps from its hand, flying towards Azure Vortex. So I'm gonna roll a saving throw for
Hey,
her.
it's not us. It's fine. It's
Hey, we
whatever.
didn't die. Kill us, Vortex. It's fine.
Let's see. Her saving throw. Yeah, I'll roll it in the.
It's like a
in the tray.
mechanical, like, Saiyan. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Let's see if she saves.
It's like Iron Man.
Okay, so she saves, so she only takes half damage.
Wait, what did you roll? You
Rolled a
just did.
13. He was
my
super
gosh.
quick.
She
A
saves.
second, it's gone.
Yeah, and then
Oh my
lot of
god.
she only takes half. So let's see, 5, 8,
Huh?
9, so 17. So she takes 8 damage.
I think that was 40-10.
It was 40-10. Yeah.
Guys, I'm
Okay,
fucking
so-
burrowing
so-
so
So Vortex, she's a trained martial artist. Right? She's a monk. So she does kind of like a back like handspring as the beam comes towards her, and it catches her in the ribs. If it had hit her dead on, she would have taken obviously a lot more damage. But she shouts in pain and like drops to one knee, and the side of her suit is like burned. And she like grabs her waist in pain, and the thing just says it again. It's just like go. And like you can hear it like humming as its like capacitor thing charges up again.
Iron Man
to
wants us
leave
get the
now.
fuck out of here.
Gideon, it is your turn.
I pop up out of the hole with my fucking badger and look at the thing.
What noise did you make?
I think it's like a high-pitched squeal. It's like, and I look around and I see Azure Vortex over there on the ground.
Like
and
an alarmed vacuum
I turn
cleaner.
around and you see my hands go like this, and then I just fucking start running the opposite direction. So I want to go. I'm going that way.
Do you have as a badger? Do you have a climbing movement rate?
No, so
Okay.
I have 10 burrowing and 30 movement speed.
All right, so you got to make an athletics check to
Okay.
dig yourself up out of the.
What
out of
am
the
I
hole.
rolling? It's right. It's one
Yep,
page.
I got it here.
Yeah.
I got it. As a
I'm gonna make that
badger,
like my sub noise.
you get a plus. You get a +1.
+1.
Yeah, +1 for this
What?
roll.
Okay.
To get out of the hole and then like as a movement and then get to make a move, you just need like a DC. Let's say 10.
Don't fuck this up. 18.
Yeah.
19.
Right.
Plus that shit.
All right.
Getting
so
him the
you-
giant badgers is fucking.
All right, so you
out
climb up. You climb up out of the hole in badger form. You're on the edge now.
It's like a red tinted badger.
Okay.
Everyone.
Which way do you want to go? Where do you? where do you wanna
I'm
head?
getting the fuck out and running.
The tint is important.
Okay,
yeah.
so you can move 30. So 5,
Yeah.
10. Okay, there you go. So you just like scoop off the map there.
Fantastic.
All right, so in badger form, you're just like rustling through the grass,
Yeah.
heading away. Okay, Berg.
Berg is just fucking going the same direction, just this way, as fast as he can. He's already kind of, not, worse for wear. He's not full strength. This thing just fucking went crazy. Iron Man at Azure Vortex.
We all know what Iron Man is, by the way. That was common in the Court of Swords. Very
Yeah.
popular
What was it?
comic.
No, not what you think.
The man of iron.
He was a crazy guy.
He's
He
a
just-
crazy soldier.
Yeah,
He
he's a
has
crazy
been full
soldier.
iron,
Iron Man. Never could be taken down.
Yeah.
Never.
What did you think?
Known for
It's-
running away.
It's
Famous billionaire soldier.
Yeah, Sony Tark.
Yeah, Sonny Tark.
Sun Yi Tark.
Sony
Of
Tark.
the Tarks.
Of
Yeah.
the Tark.
We all know
Tark.
this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna
Slowly.
you're gonna go. Are you
Yeah,
just
we're
running that way?
Just hoofing it that way.
Okay.
Away from. I'm going. I'm heeding his
Did
warning.
anyone, so
and I'm going.
is Azure Vortex like on the ground or?
No, she's on one knee. She hasn't taken her turn yet.
Okay, let's see
So
what she
she is also going to. she's
Gideon
also
the
gonna
badger
flee.
might have to go grab her and start pulling her along.
Yeah, I think she'll flee with you. So
Okay.
There's just going to be a compilation of just us doing and mimicking that noise. It's like,
Yeah, no, for 8 hours, for sure.
okay.
Yeah.
So back at the top of the turn order, Personagetron, it is your turn.
you doing,
I mean,
CG?
I'm dazzled by the glowing pyramid. This guy's almost blown up Azure Vortex, and I'm covered in dirt because I've been digging because I'm the only one who's really trying harder than this badger man. And I just kind of run immediately away.
Okay,
Everyone
you
else.
get the same thing. You gotta make an athletics check to climb out of the pit.
Athletics check. I think I should go +3, +3, +3. Okay.
Snidgy, make like a Pidgey and fly out of it.
Nice.
I had it in my head and I just wanted to use it.
You were just waiting.
Go
You were
ahead,
like,
go
thank
ahead.
God I
Sorry,
could go first.
Oh,
Got
11 +3 is 14.
All right.
Yes.
All right, so you climb to the edge of the pit. Let's
move
reorganize
the map down a tiny bit. There we go.
Oh
So
my
is everybody.
gosh. I was hoping that I just had to get one more square away and it was safe.
All right, and then you're gonna. What's your movement rate? 25.
Sure.
Top of this.
Top
Sure,
right. It's
probably, yeah, 25.
seconds of movement. All right.
The
There
little
you go.
goblin
So
people.
you're up next to Berg. So you like your little legs are going, fleeing through the woods.
Burning with the pain of having run from it just recently as well.
Yep. Yeah, you're continuing to run. Ramus, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Ramus is going to take the creature's advice and haul ass in that direction.
All right, so full like double move
Yeah, just
away.
The
with
beast
the
says in Elvish.
speed of the sun, just like a running.
Haul ass.
All right. So Ramus gets out of there. All right, let's see the elf. I'm gonna roll real quick to see about whether its weapon recharges.
Yeah, I mean,
It does. It does indeed.
what did you roll?
I rolled a d6 and I got a 6.
Now the hope here is that he attacks me, because I have a little buffer of HP.
I mean, he already said go. We're clearly complying. What a fucking dick if he attacks us again.
Go, come here, go. Get back here.
Very indecisive.
Let me
suit
kill
is
you
annoying.
first.
Ramus, I think is the no. Gideon, you're the closest, right? Because Ramus got away. So yeah, let's have you make
What's
a
your HP? What's your
I'm not
HP
the
in
closest?
What's your HP in Beaver?
I
make a
have,
dexterity save.
So I have
I'm definitely not.
a wolf
As a
swap.
badger, your dex
I have
save is plus
13.
it's plus 0.
Great.
As a
I
badger.
also have 13 HP on top of my max, which is 22.
What I'm trying to gather is because I know you go down to like
I could be
right?
one-shotted
You
right
could be
now.
one-shotted right now.
Yeah, but he could save me. I'm not gonna. He can't roll like a 47 or whatever he needs. So I'm getting
Alright.
plus. What do I?
Can't he?
We'll see.
You need a 13 or better to
I gotta
dodge
take
the
half
beam.
damage.
All
Oh,
right.
to dodge?
To take half. It's even if you succeed, it's half.
Fucking, well, don't mince words here. All right.
Well, that's a dodge. That's the best you're gonna get.
18.
All right, 18. Nice work. All right, so you can take half of whatever this is.
Jesus.
10, 20, 29.
What the? You rolled 2 10s and a 19 or a 9.
So yeah, 10, 20.
I bet it feels good to roll that many dice.
39, 34 damage. No wait, 38. Because it's there's a plus 4. Yeah, so half that.
What's that? 14.
19. You take 19 damage.
19.
So the fucking badgers. You see Gideon like sprawl forward.
Tufts of fur, like just
Yeah.
Yeah, well the beam
just
the
smell
beam is
burned
big
hair.
enough that it encompasses the entirety of the giant badger. Right? It holds its hand out and just fires it out, leaves a scorch mark along the ground, a big furrow of dirt, and then just blasts across where your badger
Took
friend is.
18?
19.
19. Okay.
How much health do you have?
So that was 13 badger HP plus 22. So
now I get
six.
why
alive,
you were asking us if
Now
we
I'm
planned
at.
on fighting this thing.
I was curious, you know, if you were
I just
feeling
didn't do the
gutsy.
math. 29.
This
13.
isn't gutsy. This is
What's your current total health?
13. So I'm dead out of badger. So
Yeah.
29 minus 13.
So you're prone.
29
You're
minus 13.
you're
No one knows
prone,
that
but
is.
you're in.
That's 16.
16. 22 current HP. So I'm at 6 HP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck.
So
Math
yeah,
is never math on stream.
I know.
No,
Fuck
no.
you. You made me math on stream.
So prone, but not dead.
That's what you need now for the next live of this. Just somebody on like a
Just
PA
doing
on
math.
the side, just like what's that? Yeah, that's that.
Thankfully, though, Gideon, you're up next. What do you want to do? Just get up and run.
fucking run.
Okay. So if you do 2 moves, you gotta use half your move to get up. So that leaves you with 45.
prone.
Yeah, because you're prone.
So proud.
I have 30 movement speed.
Yeah. Okay.
What is the move speed of this
Don't
Golden
know.
Warrior?
Probably fast as fuck, I would think.
25, 30.
It does have
40,
super heavy armor though,
Okay.
from what it looks like.
You know, we're gonna hit an invisible wall at some point. We're gonna be like, Adam.
Yeah, there's a chain link fence in front of you. You run right into
Yeah.
it.
We don't have wire cutters.
All right. So Gideon, you've gone. Berg, just continuing to
On,
flee.
yeah.
All right.
get the fuck
So
outta
as
here.
long as
Make
the rest of
himself
you
not the
continue
target.
your flight away from him, I think looking behind you, you see the like as you're running, you see the elf approach the edge of the pit, and then he puts his hand out over the pit, and the beam of light goes down into it. And we get a quick cut to the now open pyramid and the glowing ball of light. And he fires down into it, and there's a pulse. And behind you, we just see this glowing blue kind of half sphere just like erupting out from the pit, and it's just blowing away trees, and the ground is like flying up. And it's like coming after you. It's behind you. There's this wall of blue light, essentially
Let's go
chasing
faster.
you.
Let's go
Like
faster.
Keanu Reeves
Go, 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 go.
Yeah,
We're running
So-
from a nuke, basically.
basically, yeah. So I need everybody to make athletics checks to escape.
Sean, you go first. I'll go. Then let them
Welcome to the show, everyone. We're all dead.
The blue line engulfs you. The
This is a really asshole thing to do, Adam. Just kill everyone.
was that an 18? Oh, it's a 13.
13.
Okay, 13 plus 3, so I'm 16.
Okay, all right,
We're
you're fine.
making athletics.
Yeah, make athletics checks.
What am I rolling with plus athletics? So I'm rolling.
What do we have to roll?
Oh god.
Oh.
Just roll.
I'm rolling at a minus
Hang on.
2.
Good, good. I'll just reach over.
Come on.
For the sake of.
Come on.
Okay, 13. Not bad.
Okay.
That's a 5.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Do I get it plus nothing?
14.
Is
All
it
right,
dexterity is the modifier?
So
It's athletics, so
we
it's
should
strength.
also state before Berg dies here. We really
I have a
need,
plus 5 to athletics.
Right, so you add 5 to whatever you roll. So you got a 10.
10.
Okay.
We really need Berg to live up. So we're all me and Dan are level 3. He's level 1, and Berg
Level
level
2.
2.
Wait, 2
Close
He's
to
a-
level 3.
Since me, Dan, and Max are the core of the show, if he makes it to level 3, then any character that we make from this point on in the show
Starts at level
will
3.
start at level 3. How much XP do you need to level 3?
I'm at 626.
So you need about 274. Let's see if you die here.
Okay.
This might ruin everything.
All right, so
You rolled a 10 though.
so as you're
That's not-
fleeing,
okay.
as you're fleeing, and I think we're seeing like faster like woodland creatures than you. Like we see like a deer like run by and leap over a tree that's like tumbling, and like you're all like you're running through the woods.
Are they running past me, these creatures?
Yeah.
Berg's trying to stop them and propel himself forward.
Right, grab one. No, but I think you stumble. Like just it's an inopportune thing. You step into a pit. You manage not to twist your manage not to twist your ankle, but you tumble and you fall. And the edge of the light kind of like goes around you as you get up and continue to run. And we see your skin like peeling and cracking. And what kind of armor are you wearing?
Shit. Isn't it just, it's light armor? No, wait, no, it's not.
You're a berserker, so you probably have no armor.
I think he just had like regular
It'll be
scale
on your
mail.
equipment.
Scale
So you
mail.
get scale mail? Okay. All right.
okay.
So we see the
under
scales, the scales of your armor starting to bend and crack and rust as you're fleeing. So you're going to take some damage, and then we're going to talk about what happens next.
Hey, maybe this is a good thing. Maybe you're gonna get magical abilities.
Yeah, everybody grab your d20s out of there.
Oh, sorry.
Where do I want to go? What happened to Orangey? Or, sorry, do we have one? No, this is the
All
one
right.
I've been rolling.
Oh,
So you
You
take
roll it, so I'm sure.
10 damage,
not bad.
Okay.
What's your HP?
It's 3 now.
and then your armor. Basically, when you, I don't know, does somebody stop to like save Berg, or is this just Berg like picking up and running? Does anybody like stop to help him, or is he on his own?
Who's the closest? Or does it matter?
Doesn't matter. You okay.
Oh yeah, I stop and save Berg.
All right, so Gideon, we see you like the wall of light passes over you. You feel a sudden like cold suffuse your body, immediate pain, and then we see an arm like reach out through the light and grab you.
In my head, this looks
Pull
epic
you.
as fuck.
Yeah, totally. And like reaches through the light barrier and pull you. So you're gonna take
Oh fuck.
4 damage.
Okay.
okay.
I didn't
The
think about
like the
that.
arm that reaches in is like peeling and cracking. It's got that ring. Oh yeah, that's right. You're both gonna take some more damage.
Whoa, then I'm dead.
Or no, Gideon takes damage because you're wearing the ring. So
Oh fuck. Well, you're dead.
Berg, how many
I'm
hit points
dead?
you got left?
Yeah, who can help him? Doesn't
How
matter.
many hit points you got left, Berg?
It doesn't matter.
3.
I mean,
All right,
we're
rolling
on
a d6.
Come on, one time.
6 damage. All right. So as you reach out, we see the ring crackle and like lightning kind of jumping off of it.
Doesn't matter.
Berg, you're already in like horrible, excruciating pain. So maybe you don't notice the additional pain of the ring. You pass out.
That's all you hear from Berg right now.
Yeah, you pass out as the wall like envelops the two of you, but you drag him out and manage to, I think, pull him behind a big fallen tree as the blast suffuses, like it dissipates. But then there's a shockwave, so we see all of this debris and rocks and trees of blast over you. Yeah, and Berg is lying there dying, but he doesn't get consumed by the blast. If perchance you manage to survive.
Fuck me.
Your armor's reduced by 4. AC because it's all blown up.
My armor?
Yeah,
Wait.
your AC, like your
My
scale
armor
mail's all
class.
fucked up. Yeah, your AC,
AC
would go
yeah.
down. Let me.
You've
Okay,
lost
it would
4
go down by
scale
four.
And you're
mails.
half orc, so you go back to 1 HP.
That's true. If I go down I go down to 1.
And if you want to use your ability.
yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. No, Adam, I don't.
No, let's just roll a new character.
I'd rather
This is
die.
good.
I thought you might want to save it, for the next
One
encounter.
HP.
Okay, so let me find out because I think that might just destroy your armor completely. But
Oh, God.
let me check for you.
Well, then it's your Dex and Con, 'cause you're a barbarian, so.
Guys, what we do, we'll all run for our lives. One of you's dying, badly, burning in blue.
I could have straight up died there, too.
You could have, yeah. Berg noticed that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm. No.
Top left corner.
I know. Okay.
It's valiant effort by Gideon.
It's like very
Here we go.
telltale
Okay,
stuff.
scale
The
mail.
Berg appreciates that you
Yes, yeah.
tried
Your
to save
scale
him.
mail it's destroyed. Your armor is a ruin,
Alright,
so it just
so
comes
then-
off of you in chunks.
Just strike out.
So maybe we
scale
see you for a second and assume you're dead. We're like, oh no, Berg's got to be dead. And then you take that like shuddering breath of rage and stay alive. So
That's what he sounds like, by the way.
So you're all kind of scattered at the edge of this explosion. We get a long shot of the valley, and there's like smoke coming up from this crater. Basically, there's a sphere of the valley that's just been like carved out, and then trees flattened in a ring around it, and y'all are kind of like outside of that.
Wait, do you mean like a circle or is it actually like sphere?
It's a
like
sphere,
it cuts
yeah.
into
It cuts
the
into the
ground?
ground. There's like a deep, like
That's
a
cool.
gouge out of the ground now.
I like that. Not the burning, but I like the sphere. That's cool.
Yeah.
Is this what we saw before on like the first episode where we saw this clearing of trees and stuff?
It's like a much more severe version of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's all these sort of blue like motes floating in the air. And I think when we cut back to the group of you, you've all found each other. Azure Vortex, you don't know where she is. She's not around. You found each other. Berg is sort of barely conscious. The two of them are all burned.
Just my hands.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, from your elbow down. And there's these little blue, like not spores exactly, but little balls of light just kind of like drifting down to the ground. So there you are.
Is my
Bert?
ring fun?
I mean, fine is not the way I would describe it
But it's
necessarily,
still on
it's
me?
still on you.
Fuck.
Yeah.
The armor takes damage, but not the ring?
Yeah.
God damn it.
I think
Rings massive.
Berg
That's
is literally just like holding on, just like amazed that he's still alive, kind of going.
Looks at Gideon and goes, "Thank you. We must leave, lest the thing follow us."
Where is the girl? Did you see her?
Yeah, y'all look around and you don't see her anywhere in the immediate vicinity.
She's gone.
She's not there?
No, we're not on the map anymore.
She's right there.
I see her.
I see her right there on the
checking
damn
her.
map. Yeah, no, she's disappeared.
Yeah, I'm deeply breathing. I was like, I didn't see her.
We should go rest and get away from here before. Then we'll discuss this in the morning. I don't think any of us are in any shape to talk right now.
Then Berg, for some reason, just looks at his arms, and they're all like crackled and like like just pussy and like gross and like singed, and he just goes, like kind of like in shock, maniacally laughing at like, look at my arms.
Yeah, you're pretty. I mean, you're pretty roasted all over, right?
Is
Like-
my skin like burned into his skin from where I grabbed his arm?
there's definitely like on your
print?
arm. There's like a handprint of burned skin. Yeah.
Yeah. I help myself up and then help him up because he's
Yeah.
a little bit more
No,
damaged.
I
than am.
will grab him and drag him away, not you.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
Don't touch him.
Like, yeah, you start walking over to him, and Ring's like, no.
Yeah, he
No,
comes up,
no.
I'm like, no, don't fucking touch. Don't fucking touch
Remember
me.
what happens if you get near us?
Don't fucking touch me, Raven.
Yeah, don't touch us right now.
But you
So
don't fucking touch
the three
me.
of them, yeah, are all just like, get away from me, like shouting at each other.
I'm just sitting there weary. That's all I'm doing. No, I'm just like speechless. I'm shocked.
Can we hear another one?
I throw up again.
First stage of trap. I need you to stay with me. Stay with me. Can you hear me? Take a deep breath. I need your help. We need to get Berg back to the camp. Stay with me. Stay with me.
I'm trying to trot over there, and I reach out to try to grab Berg to help him up alongside whoever's there, helping him up. Dirt and tears,
Not.
bubbles.
It's all up in your beard.
He's like a 5-year-old who just got done crying, and there's snot bubbling out of his nose.
Yeah, no.
What a terrible day!
Yeah, I think we get the fuck out of there and
Yeah,
go
we
camp somewhere.
Drag everyone back to the camp, or
Well, I mean, there was no camp.
There was
right?
okay.
There was
We're
originally
going
going to be
away,
one,
yeah,
and then
further into the forest,
wherever we can
away
find
from
the first place we can find that's safe enough to camp out.
Somewhere campy.
Okay, all right. So somebody needs to make a survival roll to find a safe place to be.
I believe I have the highest survival. I'm a +3. Anyone else better?
I'm +4.
Berg's in no position to do
I'm
any
plus
of
3,
this shit,
so you do it,
Can I roll it?
and I'll help you.
All right. Do I get advantage? For him?
Yeah. If you've got help.
Give me a D20.
Okay. There we go.
I love DM. Look, it's strong arm. I have advantage, right? Because it was helpful, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Advantage, yeah?
I'll take that 20.
Nice.
For
Okay.
a 24.
So yes, the spirits of the wood guide you to a safe place. It's a like an old, like I think an animal den of some kind, where the animals like moved on or died, and so there's like a sort of burrow with some trees that have been dragged over top of it, maybe like an old bear's den, and
It's about to be a Burgo.
that's right. And you can get under in there, and it's relatively well hidden, so you can rest there.
Okay. Great.
All right, yeah, man.
All right. So everybody take a. You can take a long rest. It's
thank
8
God.
hours. The night passes. You'll get back all your hit points, all your abilities. We need to talk about your armor class, though. So now that you're not technically
Yeah.
wearing armor, your AC
That was the only reason my armor class was even decent.
your AC changes.
Well, I have a shield too, right? Was the shield affected in that?
No, just your armor.
Okay.
Your armor took the hit for you.
So you have at least one, or at least 11 AC.
It was 17,
So if you're not wearing any armor, your armor class is 10 plus your dexterity modifier
which is 1,
plus your constitution modifier
which is 1.
plus your shield, which gives you another 2, I
You
think.
got 13. Isn't that what your rogue had?
We don't talk about that.
I don't want to talk
We don't-
about that.
Okay.
That's. I just want to double check this. This seems pretty clear cut, but yeah, it's +1, dexterity and constitution, right?
10, dex, con, and then
Plus my shield, which is an extra 2.
Shield is 2.
So it's 14.
Shield is 2, right?
Shield is 1.
Wait, is
Shield
it
only
14?
one now?
Yeah,
Depends
it should
on
be
the shield.
14.
Depends on the shield. Yeah, what kind of shield do you have? It's not a
It
tower
just says
shield.
shield,
Okay, yeah, so it's a regular shield. So it is +1, so you have 13.
so it's 13.
Yes.
Fuck me.
Until
Went
you
from
can
17 to 13.
until you can get some
Because
new
of this
armor. Yeah. So
blue
you
fucking
now you're
jackass
and I think
fear.
the thing is you're pulling like chunks of your armor, and there's places where it's like melted to your skin, so you have to like kind of like peel it off, and there's like your skin peeling off underneath, or the armor is fused to you.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Ew.
He's just throwing up over the corner.
Oh, that looks awful.
I don't throw up at that because I'm a folk hero. I'm used to violence.
Yeah.
I think Ramus will try to help bandage and channel the sun with guidance and try to tend his wounds
Okay.
as much as I
Yeah.
can.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, Ramus salves your injuries, and you're all able to.
So my
get
scale mail literally gave me 4 extra armor 4 extra armor
4
class.
extra farmers.
Yeah, because what it is with scale armor, it's your AC is 14 plus your dexterity plus your shield.
Shit.
Yeah. So if that was the case, if your AC was 17 before, your AC should be it's the
Is
bigger
this still
shield.
counting the unarmored defense now? Because technically I'm not armored other than the shield.
That's
right?
what it is.
Is that's
The
where-
only
where
unarmored
counting
defense,
that is.
all it does is adds your.
I'm just
con
trying to
bonus. It
squeeze
adds
as
your
much
con bonus.
AC as I can out of this. I want to make sure the math is done
It really
correctly.
feels like
Basically, your
50
AC was 17 before. It's
Yeah.
it's dropped by the amount that your armor would have given you, and then it goes back up by 1. So your AC should be 14. It's 3 less than it was. 14. Yeah, it's 14.
It's 14.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, all
See?
right. Should
You
be-
see? Otherwise I would have been with 13.
Yeah, always haggle. Always
Yeah.
haggle for armor.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah.
Also, might you say that since he survived that, his skin will come back tougher, giving him another 1 AC.
No, all your tough skin peeled off. You have like soft baby injuries.
Not right now, but
Maybe someday.
Maybe it'll be scar tissue.
Yeah.
In like
His
2
whole
weeks.
body.
Tough scar tissue, yeah.
Hellish.
We'll call him scar body.
I heard of a half-orc trait where they come back with tougher skin. It's a different modified rule set. Maybe you don't know about
you
it.
just made up now.
We need to not advance any more in the story until we are sure that there is no more armor.
So you're right. So you all rest, and I think that Ramus, what watch are you on? When do you rest? Is it early? Is it like do you take first watch? Do you take last watch? Closer to dawn?
Since I'm unscathed, I'll take the first watch.
Okay. All right. So everybody's sleeping except Ramus, and a few hours into your watch, there's a rustling in the brush, And in the moonlight of the valley, you see Azure Vortex. She steps out of the bushes, and she looks like not really like any worse for wear. Like she still has her injury. She's bandaged it, and I guess she's torn off like one of her sleeves to like bandage the wound. She's not like stumbling into the area. Like she's definitely like walking towards where you are, and she sees you. She sees you out in the kind of like, I guess if everybody else is in the cave, you're like, what are you doing? Are you sitting in the
Sitting on the
cave?
mouth of the cave, looking out, just when listening, just keeping a lookout.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So she steps out and she looks at you. She makes eye contact with you.
There you are. Are you okay?
She kind of sneers. Not that you care, but yes, I'm fine.
I actually do care. I don't appreciate that accusation.
That's what's important.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, I don't appreciate you.
Ow, my pride.
My feelings are what count here, not the
Stated
reality.
as an I feel, Azure.
Yeah. So she, you said, and she just shakes her head, and she says, she hasn't like approached. This isn't a like, hey, I'm home. I'm gonna come hang out. She's still at a bit of a distance, and she says, what was that thing?
I have no idea, but oddly enough, I could understand bits of its language. It was reminding me of this old language that I just was researching in the library once, and I could barely piece together what it was saying. But I have no idea what it was doing.
What did it say to you before all that?
The best I could translate was "go, go," like as if it was warning us away.
Do you have her artifact? Is it like in a bag somewhere?
Yeah, it's in my bag. My satchel is on my
So
side.
she looks at it. She looks at not the artifact, obviously. She looks at the bag, and she looks at you, and you can see her like hesitating. Not like she's thinking about grabbing it, but she's just kind of like she's having a feeling. She's having some thoughts. If you want to try and read her, you can make an insight roll.
Yeah, I'd like to make an insight roll on her.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Plus
what do you
five,
Get
plus
so
five.
you get a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's hiding herself well.
I think it's less that, and she looks at it, and she like reaches out and she takes her hand out and she's got 3 like throwing like knives in between her fingers, and she looks at you and she's like, "Give me the artifact."
That's what happens when you fuck up and roll a 1.
Mm-hmm. All I really want to know is what it is. I don't care if you have it or not. I just want to know what it is.
She nods. She says, "As do I, and I'm never going to find out as long as you have it." She like, puts her hand up. She's like, "Throw it to me."
Do you promise me that this is not dangerous and you don't intend to use it in a bad way?
"I promise you nothing, Sun Worshipper. Give it to me and you can keep your life. I've had enough of this. I'm not your prisoner anymore."
I never said you were.
She looks at your hand and she's like, "Until I get that back, I might as well be." And you can see like the like muscles in her arm are like tense, like she's ready to just like throw these knives at you.
We could not work this out with feelings.
Can I tell? Does she seem pretty injured?
You can't tell anything about
Nothing?
her.
Okay.
You can make a perception check if you want to like get a like you got to buy some time. She's not relishing the idea of murdering you.
Yeah, just like, does she seem like she's
Make a
pretty
perception.
injured? Yeah.
Make a perception check. You'll never know what she's thinking, but you might be able to tell something about the situation. Not with a 3, you won't.
No.
Wow,
3 plus 3.
you are exhausted on this first
Yeah.
one. See, big circles under your
He's
eyes.
heavy, all right? He's
I
heavy.
think she's also a badger.
It's very dark and
Yeah, it's hard to tell. She's got her blood up, right? Like she, you can see that the like her hair is kind of like moving, like she was underwater. Her Genasi like heritage is coming to the fore, and when she speaks, you can hear this kind of like background of like rushing water. She seems ready to strike, but you've seen her in action before. She's fast, but you're wearing armor, so
So I will. I'll pull out the orb,
yeah.
and then
He's gonna hold it just like that.
just will it to do something.
Come on,
Do something. Whatever you do, do it.
make an Arcana check.
Okay.
You want to switch die?
Yeah, I'll just move it over here. Okay.
Okay.
Put it in a luckier position.
Sorry.
Hold on. Okay. We're going to take an incredible journey to hopefully not a 1 or a 3.
Yeah.
We're just gonna, can I get clues from the environment with an insight check?
Hopefully you don't mess this roll up.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
Do something loud and wake us up, man.
Here's your orb.
Yeah. So
So you hold it and you like focus your attention on it.
17. All right.
Oh my
plus
god.
1, 18.
Yeah.
All right. So you stare into the orb, and she stares at you, staring into the orb. And the gods stare at her, staring at you, staring into the orb. So you see in the depths of the sphere, and I think we see this. It kind of like crackles with light from within, and you kind of get lost in it, and you're not where you were before. You're.
Oh, great.
Have you been to the capital? Have you been to the capital city of the Court of Swords before?
No, one place I haven't.
Okay. All right. So you've maybe seen or heard of it. It's the biggest city in the court, and you recognize it as like it must be that place, even though you've never seen it in person before. There are people moving about you, but they don't seem to notice you. They're walking around you kind of instinctively, and you're standing in maybe like an open air market. The sun is bright in the sky, and you can see birds flying up from the harbor. And the scene begins to grow dark. You look up, and you can see a dark shape moving across the sun until only the sort of flickering edge of the sun is visible. People have started to get sort of panicky and are like looking up, and you see a shape appear above you. It looks like the pyramid that they found at the bottom of the hole, but much bigger, like a city block across, and it's just sort of moving through the sky like the moon does, but much closer. And the bottom of it opens up, and there's a light that emerges from it, and then those beetles just start to pour out, and that's when the screaming starts. People are being consumed by the beetles. Everywhere you look, they're like falling down, being eaten by these creatures. And then you see several larger shapes drop down, and they're not configured exactly the same way that the one that you saw was, but it's definitely the same thing. Some of them have pikes and spears, but they begin to start laying waste to the city. And you see that, and then we cut back to Vortex staring at you, and sweat beating on your forehead as you kind of snap out of the vision. You look away from the orb.
Could I tell if I was seeing the future or the past, or was it not able to be telling?
It's hard to say. Yeah, you can't tell. It's a vision for sure, but whether it's the past or the present or the future, hard to know.
So I snap out of it, and just have you seen that vision? To her,
you still have it extended to her?
Yeah.
Okay, she takes it from you unless you pull it away.
Yeah.
She yanks it out of your hand and wraps it up in her cloth, so she's got it hanging at her waist. And she says, "What did you see? What did it show you?"
I saw just destruction by that thing we just saw. Just creatures like it, just destroying everything, just everything wiping out before it.
And she shakes her head and she says, "This is why I have to study it. These visions, they're unreliable."
Don't you think you would do better with help?
She looks at you. From who? You? Your incompetent friends?
At
I
that
need to
moment,
help.
Bird just goes,
Yeah. You just start,
Oh, you're a badger in your sleep too.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm dreaming the badger life. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So let me get this straight. Your plan is to study this by yourself and somehow save the world by yourself.
She looks at you and she says, "Studying it alone is the only way. There's a tradition."
The most miraculous discoveries and inventions of our time were made together with people working together. Are you going to deny the power of teamwork?
Make
And
a
friendship.
make a persuasion roll. That is some.
Are
that is some
you
shit.
going to
Make
deny
a persuasion roll. I love that. Just
12.
Yeah.
Plus.
You're very low charisma.
11.
All right, so minus 1. You get 10. All right.
Will you reject me?
So she looks at it. She looks at you. She's got it hidden away, and she says, "I will give you this. The orb's never spoken to anyone but me before. Maybe there's something to that. But it's mine. You understand that? And we're not friends."
Of course not. Did I not give it? Did I just not give it to you now?
She nods, and
I just think together that we have a better shot at this. I don't want to take your treasure. I just want us to figure out, because this affects all of us, not just you, not just me, but all of the world.
Are we still sound asleep? Has there been any noise?
Not enough to wake you. No. I mean, if you want to be awake, if you want this to be like when you're taking over, you want to wake up and come out and say something, you can.
I don't know yet. I'm gonna see.
You could be listening, like maybe you're awake and like listening behind a rock.
Yeah, I'm definitely weary. I would
Bird's
be super
out. He's so
unconscious.
fucked up.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm a little strung out. No, man.
Okay.
No stomach lining left. I was vomiting.
So she says to you, it's like, where do you intend to go? What do you intend to do?
Well, first, the only lead we have right now is the gnome king who attacked you to get this thing. Apparently, he may know more. Maybe we should start there together.
She nods, ignoring your no more pun, and she says, "Fine, I'll come with you, but know this: I don't trust your friends, and I trust you even less, cleric."
That makes you a smart person, and that's why you should come along.
I don't need your approval. And she she turns around and she walks like enough away from you to be like, I'm not even hanging out with you. Like walks away over to a log that's fallen over, and she sits down, and just kind of like goes into thought, sitting on the log. So you're far enough away you can't have you could shout to her, but she's like, this is my camp. It's over here where I am.
Okay. I just let her be. She's apparently in a mood, and I'll just let her chill.
Okay. All right. So unless you have something to say, you witness the end of that, and then Ramus, you'll get a chance to rest. And we'll finish our long rest.
No. I just witnessed this.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Great. Let's take a break here, and then when we come back, y'all will wake up and we'll continue on our adventure.
All right, we made it past this crap.
I live
Good work,
for
everybody.
now.
All right.
All right. Yeah, we'll be right back. More Roleplay Live when we return.
Well, I see you know my name. I don't know how you got it. I'd imagine from the proper channels. Maybe people I've beaten up, or maybe someone saw me at the theater. But I don't know why you have my name, but you do. Now state your business, so I can go back and look at this.